Hello, I'm E.Tarte, once a Catholic priest for 5 years in the 1960s, now an atheist, which means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. My local adversary in dialogue, Catholic priest TJ, has written a comment at my most recent religion video, and in this video I want to respond to his comment and to part of his most recent email to me. TJ has apparently read many, perhaps all, of the comments at that video, and he says in response to me and my supportive commenters, "What if I, TJ, am right? What will you say if you have to see God face to face after you die? You won't be able to sit behind a computer and type whatever you want. You will have to explain to the God who created you and who lives in your heart why you wouldn't give faith a chance. And thanks for your concern about my faith. I still believe." Here is my response. TJ, your church, and accordingly you, worship a God who is all good. If there is, or if there were, a God who is truly all good, then, assuming that we meet up with that God after death, that God would commend me and my fellow atheists for being skeptical, for requiring evidence, and for basing our lives on our highest human faculty, reason. On the other hand, that God would reprimand you for basing your life on belief without evidence and for giving your highest human faculty, reason, a very subordinate role to play. And that God would look with you at your new $20 million church building and because of its extravagant opulence, he would strongly reprimand you for having played a role in the building of it. Now, TJ, to your email. TJ, you said in your email that I am incorrect in saying that the burden of proof is on you to show that your God exists. You say that you believe in God and that therefore the burden of proof is on me and my fellow atheists to prove that your God does not exist. TJ, any honest person who understands reason and logic will say that you are wrong. Suppose I assert that in the next room there is an invisible unicorn who regulates my fingers when I am playing the piano. In response to this extravagant assertion, you can reasonably be skeptical and require of me evidence. That is what we atheists are requiring of you, evidence that your God exists. The burden of proof is on you, but I can prove very easily that your God does not exist. For your God is, as you and your church stipulate, all good. And also your God is the God of the Bible. But your God of the Bible has endorsed and or personally perpetrated slavery, infanticide, mass murder, mass torture, child abuse, and a host of other grievously evil acts. That contradicts being all good. A contradiction cannot exist. It is like a square circle. A square has corners. A circle does not. Therefore, a square circle cannot exist. It is a contradiction. Likewise, your God, all good yet evil, is a contradiction and therefore cannot exist. I call upon you to admit that your God, the God of the Bible, is evil and therefore unworthy of your, my, or anyone's worship. Furthermore, your God, creator of all things, put cancer cells in my body about 3 years ago. Your God, creator of all things, put cancer cells into the brain of my brother, and that killed him. Your God, creator of all things, afflicted my mother, who had a keen, inquiring mind, with Alzheimer's disease, which destroyed her mind. Your God, creator of all things, put cancer cells into the body of my best friend in high school, Rogers Reed, who 60 years ago introduced me to classical music and who has therefore immeasurably enriched my life. Rogers, rather than suffer the agonizing pain of the cancer, killed himself by a bullet to his head. Your God devastated New Orleans by Hurricane Katrina. For these reasons and billions of other reasons, I want nothing to do with your God. But, TJ, your God, all good yet evil, is a contradiction and therefore does not exist. Therefore, your view of reality and your life's work collapses. To all of you, thank you for watching this video.